Welcome to Kay's World, or better yet, my world. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit like, and turn your notifications on.
So what's up, y'all? So today has been crazy because I just changed my moving plans. I'ma still move on the same day, but I was gonna get like these containers, the shipping ones, and I actually just changed to a moving truck. So my experience with moving, like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it every chance I get. I don't know why I even have a shirt like this because I don't think I would ever wear this. And this is like kind of big too. Um, but yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing, and for me, it's like so important to be comfortable when I get to North Carolina because my experience with moving. So when I moved into this apartment almost 8 years ago, so my daughter was born on the second of the month, and people move on the first or on the 15th or whatever. And I think this is just too big for me at this point. I wouldn't even wear this, I think. Um, so I'm gonna just put this to the side too. So my daughter was born on the second of the month. She was actually supposed to be born at the end of November. I had like a really small apartment, so I didn't want her to live there because it was just like too small. She wouldn't be able to be comfortable, and I felt like it wasn't safe. So I didn't have nobody. I'm like most people know, if you followed me from like the beginning or you know me since even before I had a daughter, I've been like a single parent since, I don't know, maybe even since I was pregnant, to be honest. And those that know like my daughter's father has been in jail since I was pregnant, and we didn't work out. And when I was moving, I actually asked him, if he could help and get somebody to help me move, and he kept saying yeah. And then like about a day before, he told me like nobody was gonna help me. So anyway, so I had like family help me move. My mom was in charge of all the moving, but you also have to keep in mind, like I was in the hospital. So on the first, I go to the hospital. So we were gonna move, I believe, like the second or third because we had already planned. Um, I had already planned how to, how things were gonna work. So they moved me while I'm in the hospital, and you could just like, I'm stressing out, I'm giving birth, like all types of craziness. And I come home a few days later, and this is like my bad experience, and I appreciate the people that did help me move because like they didn't really have to. But I was also like, everybody knew my situation and stuff. And actually, when I got home, none of my furniture was built. Not my daughter's crib, not my bed, none of that. So I came home almost late. I had a bassinet for my daughter, so I built that night, and I threw my mattress on the floor. And my daughter slept in the bassinet. I slept on the floor in the mattress. The next day, I woke up and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna build my daughter's crib." My daughter had like one of those cribs that have like the changing table on the side and the shelves, but then the crib is also big enough that once they start growing up, it could turn into a toddler bed. So that thing took me all day to build. And like, that's like my first experience of learning how to build stuff, right? Because I had no other choice. So I did that. This is such a nice shirt, but it's too big for me. And then I did that. So um I slept on the floor. It was like so tiring, right? Because I had just given birth. You saw, if you're a mother, you have experienced childbirth. you already know. And I did that. So then I built my bed a few days later when I had the energy. And it was just like, it took me weeks and months to kind of get everything together. And that was like my bad experience. It wasn't that bad, but for me, you know, as a mother, when after you give birth and stuff, like you going through all these changes, through all of these emotions, mentally, physically, emotionally, even spiritually. And it was tough for me. So for me, like my whole point is I want everything to be comfortable when I get there. I don't want anything to go wrong where I'm second guessing like why I moved there. And so yeah, so that's just like what's really important to me. So I ended up canceling the shipment, and I found a U-Haul truck that was actually cheaper. Ended up being way cheaper. I saved a lot of money, and so we're just gonna drive down there. It should be fun. It'll be a fun trip. And yeah, for me, it's all about being comfortable. I'm gonna have more space to put stuff. I'm over here putting my stuff away. A lot of this stuff doesn't fit me, so I'm gonna give away and donate large. I have a lot of stuff that's large or extra large. None of that fits me because I'm actually a extra small or a small. My daughter actually fits my clothes, and she's 7, turning 8 years old, right? You fit my clothes. She over here just listening, not helping, of course, but we love her. I love her anyways. She'll help me when it's time to do her stuff. This is too big, right?
No, that looks. Wait,
But
is that the part supposed to stick out?
yeah, but I don't like it no more. This is like outdated, right? I'm gonna look like I'm 40 years old with that clothes. This is all big. This is huge on me. Look, if I put it on, I used to wear this when I was pregnant. These were my clothes because I was like, you know, I was thicker. So my size was like a large, right? Because of like my legs and my hips and stuff. No, so then since I didn't show until you were like, what, I think like 7 or 8 months, like at the end of my pregnancy, that's when I showed. I had a flat stomach almost all my pregnancy. Everybody, even the last day. So the last day when I went into labor, right? You know how I do, like I was into music and stuff, right? I used to manage an artist, right? I didn't see him for a while. And at this point, I used to wear a lot when you were in my belly. And I took the train. I went to the doctor because remember, you didn't want to come out. So the doctor's like, oh, we have to induce you. We're going to set up a day. I think it was like December 4 or something, right? And I'm like, okay. So I took the train home. And I stopped and I see the artist I used to manage. And he's like, oh, he stops me. Hey, what's up? We're talking. So whatever. He doesn't say nothing to me, nothing. So I'm like, oh, you know, like, and then on social media, I wasn't really posting that I was pregnant because it was nobody's business, right? And I give birth. I'm in labor that same day, right? So I'm like home tired and stuff. I'm like, why I feel like this, whatever. And so I go to the hospital later on. They tell me, oh, you've been in labor for the past day. So I went to the doctor. The doctor saw me. He still didn't even see that I was in labor, right? So anyway, so I go to the hospital. You know, when I get to the hospital, my water breaks. As I'm laying in the thing, water starts coming out, right? A little bit, not too much. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, right? So
A lot.
not that much, right? Because so what happened when you were born, I was in labor longer than, you were supposed to probably be born December 1st. But what happened was that they kept telling me, oh, just push. And then they kept saying, the baby's not ready. My doctor wasn't in that night. My doctor came in the morning. When my doctor came in, he's like, let me check you.
So great, now I have 4 birthdays.
So the nurses are like, no, she's not ready yet. So then he comes in later. He's like, let me check you. And my water broke, but didn't break completely. You know, all he did was look, stick a finger and I guess he popped he said it was like a bag of your water is like in some kind of bag. He popped it like a balloon. I started gushing water, and I kid you not, in 5 minutes, you were coming out. You were coming out. And like, you know, with 2 pushes, came out. And yeah, so you were like supposed to be born the day before. So anyway, so what I was saying was that the artist, right? Then he's like, whatever, I give birth, you're in that, we come home or whatever. And then the artist hits me up and he's like, yo, I didn't know you was pregnant. And I was like, yo, you just saw me the day I went into labor. And he's like, wow, you don't even show. And he was like, you didn't even show. What?
What's labor?
Labor is like when you're in the process of having the baby. So it's like when you start getting the pains and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm vlogging. So now they know my childbirth story. So yeah, so that was that, and nobody really knew I was even pregnant. Yeah, because you didn't want to get out of my belly. Of course not. So yeah, so that all of that happened. You was born, the happiest day of my life. As soon as I saw you and laid eyes on you, I burst into tears. I was not expecting that. They just came like, and you've made me the happiest ever since. My little bundle of joy. Yeah, so now I'm just packing. This is gonna be like my summer dress shirt kind of situation.
Summer dress?
Yeah, look.
My hair looks crazy.
Look.
Summer
Yeah.
dress. Okay, summer ring.
Yeah, so we're putting everything in bins. We're gonna use some boxes for other stuff, but we're doing bins. Right now, the clothes bin is like just a regular bin. So that way, since we're moving to my dad's house for a few months, we have everything ready when it's time to go. All we gotta do is lift up the bins and not pack again. Best idea I got from my friend. She actually told me, she was like, she has bins in her house, and she was like, bro, put everything in bins. Shout out to her. So let me keep packing. Yeah, so I'm still packing. And I don't know, for leaving New York for me, it's kind of therapeutic, I guess. I don't think that we really understand, and I've been learning this throughout the years, how some of us be stressed out, depressed, even like anxiety in New York, and it could just be the environment, the fast pace, everything, how it functions. So for me, like leaving New York is about leaving traumas. You know, I spent my whole life here, so it's definitely about leaving a lot of traumas behind, people, places, and things, and just kind of like moving forward. A regrowth and doing everything that, you know, that I feel like I'm boxed in New York to do. But yeah, so I'm gonna come back because me and Aura, we about to have a Sonic break. About to go to Sonic. We about to go get some slushies and some food. But we'll be back though.
So we just came back from Sonic. We really went on a food tour because we got Sonic, then we went to McDonald's, and then we went to the supermarket to get something to cook later. So now I have like a bunch of dresses. I gotta try these on. I think if I try one on, I don't know if they fit me. But I don't even know if I would even wear this ever again in my life. So I'm about to start checking down. And yeah, so this is like bittersweet. It's crazy, but we gonna make it.
Here's such a mess, but I finally finished packing one box. Let me see where my Sharpie is. Okay. So I bought these in Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna just use them for label, and then I'm gonna put them, unless this has a label section. Let me see. Nope. So I'm gonna put, I did shorts in this one, short sleeve dressy blouses, and dressy dresses. So I'm gonna put summer on the top, so I know that this is for like summertime. And then I'm gonna put shorts, blouses, and dresses. My handwriting might not ain't the best, but that will work for now. I'm gonna let it dry so it doesn't smudge. And we're gonna put it right here in the middle. So this is what we have. I could still write there, but I'd rather do it like this so that way we know what's in there. And I might have stuffed this one too much. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna try this again. Cause like at the top, I just kind of threw things in there. Boxes are gonna go on top of it. That will work. So now I'm gonna. So I have a small trash bin because there's not like a ton of trash coming out of my house. But so I have small trash bags. So I'm gonna fill these up with the clothes that. Let me see. So I'm gonna fill that up with the clothes that I have in this bin. My house is such a mess right now, so I have in this bin, which is clothes I'm gonna throw out. So my whole room is a freaking mess. And I got a small ass room here too. And look, I'm glad I'm leaving New York because look, my ceiling is about to come down and they don't fucking fix that shit. You see that shit? Look, my ceiling's about to cave in. That's why the people downstairs, they were also having like a ceiling problem. Only that their ceiling actually, their ceiling actually caved in. So like whenever my ceiling was having like breaking, their ceiling, water was going straight through usually when it rains, and they was having like floods. And this morning, I saw them moving actually, and it was like, how long you lived here? It was like, how can you put up with that, living there for that long? Like, this is terrible conditions. Mind you, they're not from New York though, and they paying way more in rent. So, and their apartment was way smaller. And it's like, that's how it is over here. Like, people come to my house and they be like, oh, you got such a good house, such a nice house. And it's like, this shit is so trash. But because we from New York, this is like what is supposed to be good for us, like good condition to us. This is huge. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna try something different. Hopefully I could get used to it and I like it. Because some stuff just be too crazy. Like, there's no reason why my ceiling should look like that. If somebody came to inspect this house, that shit will fail. And I'm gonna fold it, like, not perfect, but fold it a little because I'm gonna go donate all this clothes. A lot of my clothes still got tags on them, or they're brand new and I just ripped off the tags. Cause I be buying so much clothes, but I be wearing the same outfits. And I be spending so much on clothes, it's ridiculous. Look, you think this will ever fit me? This is huge. I lost so much weight. But I'm emptying it out because I need that other bin to put like my jeans and stuff. This is garbage. Since I was like, I guess I was thicker, my thighs would rub together and they would rip my jeans. So a lot of the jeans aren't even in good condition. Cause that's what I do, I love to wear jeans. So we filled up one bag. I'm so tired. I look crazy. And then all day I packed, and I was like organizing, putting stuff to the side. I only got like 3 boxes done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel like I ain't do not much. But the good part is that since I am basically driving down there, I have an extra week to pack. So that works out for me. And yeah, it's been a tough day today. Tomorrow I hope to continue to pack. I think next I'm gonna do my electronics. But yeah, so this is like my little adventure of moving and you know how I'm doing everything and just my day to day. So, you know, hopefully it's all worth it at the end. I really hope so.